All right, let's talk about one of the most maddening problems you can face with a solar setup. Everything looks right, it's all connected, your controller's lights are on, but that battery just isn't charging. We're going to skip all the usual guesswork and show you how to find the real problem, the electrical one.
You know the feeling, right? You check the wires a dozen times, the controller looks happy, but you're staring at that battery monitor and the number is just stuck. Or worse, it's going down. It's super common, but the fix isn't just about randomly wiggling cables and hoping for the best.
You know, if you search online, you'll find a ton of quick fixes. But honestly, most of them are just treating the symptoms, not the actual disease. They don't get to the heart of what's happening electrically. So today, we're going to ditch that whole trial and error thing and start thinking like an electrician.
And really, it comes down to two completely different ways of thinking. The common approach is basically just guesswork. Reconnecting stuff, rebooting the system. I mean, it might work by accident, but you'll have no idea why. The pro approach, and what we're focused on, is all about methodically diagnosing the circuit to find the actual root cause. Now, to make that jump from guessing to knowing, you really only need to get one core idea. We like to call it the golden rule of solar charging. Seriously, once you understand this one thing, everything else just clicks.
So what is this magic rule? It's called voltage hierarchy. The easiest way to think about it is like water. Water can't flow uphill, right? It only flows from a higher place to a lower place. Well, electricity is exactly the same. For that power to flow into your battery, the panel's electrical pressure, that's its voltage, has got to be higher.
This is it. This is the whole secret right here. The panel's voltage must be higher than the battery's voltage. This isn't just a good idea. It's a fundamental law of physics. If this one condition isn't met, I don't care what you do with the wires, that battery is not going to charge. Period.
So let's look at a happy, healthy system. Say your battery is sitting at 12.6 volts. Your solar panel, basking in some nice bright sunlight, is kicking out 18 volts. Since 18 is higher than 12.6, that electricity has a nice, easy downhill path to follow, right into the battery. Boom, charging happens. It's perfect.
But what happens if it gets cloudy, or maybe a big shadow from a tree branch creeps across your panel? All of a sudden, that panel's voltage just tanks. In this case, it drops down to 11.5 volts. Well, now it's lower than the battery's 12.6 volts. The flow just stops. It's like an electrical dam has been closed. No charge. Okay, now that we totally get the golden rule, we can finally put it to work. Let's get our hands dirty with a 7-step checklist you can use to safely and systematically figure out exactly what's wrong with your setup.
All right, let's start with the first 4. Step 1, and this is a big one. Always, always connect the battery to the charge controller first before the panel. The controller needs to see the battery's voltage to know what kind of system it's working with. 2, check your polarity, red to red, black to black. Get this wrong and poof, you could fry a fuse or even the controller itself. Then for 3 and 4, it's time to break out a multimeter to check the panel's actual voltage and just give every single wire and connector a good visual inspection.
So you've got your multimeter out. What number are you even looking for? Well, here's your target. A healthy 12-volt panel, when it's disconnected and in direct sun, should be putting out around 20 volts. This is its open circuit voltage, or VOC. If you're seeing a number way lower than that, well, you've probably just found your culprit.
Okay, let's wrap this up with the last 3 checks.
Number 5, look at your controller's screen. It's trying to tell you things. Do you see a little icon of a sun or a solar panel? If not, it means the controller isn't even seeing the panel. 6 is a critical safety check. Make sure your panel's VOC isn't higher than the controller's max rating. And finally, number 7, become a shadow detective. Hunt them down. Even a tiny shadow on a small part of the panel can absolutely destroy your power output.
And there you have it. By going through these steps, you've officially made the leap. You're not just staring at a symptom anymore, the battery that won't charge. You are now investigating the entire electrical circuit from start to finish to find the real solution.
When it comes right down to it, almost every single charging problem you'll ever have boils down to one of these 3 things. First, your panel just isn't making enough voltage, not enough sun, too much shade, or it's damaged. Second, there's a wiring problem, a loose connection, a broken cable, or you got the polarity backwards. And third, there's a setup issue with the controller itself. If you check those 3 things, you will find the problem.
So, this all brings us to one final thought. The next time you run into a problem, ask yourself this simple question. Because now, armed with the golden rule and a proper checklist, you're not just guessing anymore. You are officially troubleshooting.